Those who make the worst use of their time are the first to complain of its brevity. Two persons cannot long be friends if they cannot forgive each other's little failings. Life is a tragedy for those who feel, and a comedy for those who think. The pleasure of criticizing takes away from us the pleasure of being moved by some very fine things. Such a great misfortune not to be able to be alone. There are only 3 events in a man's life: birth, life, and death. He is not conscious of being born. He dies in pain, and he forgets to live. The most exquisite pleasure is giving pleasure to others. Sudden love takes the longest time to be cured. The unnamed should not be mistaken for the non-existent. Out of difficulties grow miracles. If some persons died and others did not die, death would indeed be a terrible affliction. If poverty is the mother of all crimes, lack of intelligence is their father. Evil people are like flies that crawl over the human body and stop only at its ulcers. One seeks to make the loved one entirely happy, or, if that cannot be, entirely wretched. When a woman does not take her eyes off a man, or all the time takes them away from him, everyone immediately understands what it means. Generosity lies less in giving much than in giving at the right moment. Time, which strengthens friendship, weakens love. The pleasure of criticism takes away from us the pleasure of being deeply moved by very fine things. We are afraid of the old age, which we may never attain. Grief in the absence of a loved one is happiness compared to life with a person one hates. A man is rich whose income is larger than his expenses, and he is poor if his expenses are greater than his income. A person's worth in this world is estimated according to the value they put on themselves. As favor and riches forsake a man, we discover in him the foolishness they concealed, and which no one perceived before. All of our unhappiness comes from our inability to be alone. Men are willing to be slaves in one place if they can only lord it in another. Trying to forget someone means remembering him all the time. What a pity that we don't live long enough to benefit from the lessons of our mistakes. The disclosure of a secret is always guilty of the one who entrusted it to another. We love to criticize so much that we lose the ability to deeply feel a truly beautiful creation. Even beautiful ceases to be beautiful when it is out of place. The woman everyone thinks is cold simply hasn't met a person who would awaken love in her yet. It is not natural for a person to love others more than himself. Anyone who loves work does not need entertainment. People value too little an opportunity to bring joy to their neighbors. To laugh at men of sense is the privilege of fools. The trouble is, when a person does not have enough intelligence to say well or common sense, to carefully keep silent. A real man doesn't have time to cheat, because that man is too busy providing all of which a good woman deserves. A man is very stupid if he doesn't tell his wife compliments. People rarely respect someone who can make them laugh.